How's it going?
Great. How you guys doing?
Pretty well.
Want to congratulate women's basketball on a great season. I believe it's the first time that we've reached a Final Four. So hats off to Coach Close and just the way that she goes about building her program and consistently, just being a good coach year after year, and just hats off to her. Good luck to women's gymnastics. When do they have their regional? Is it regionals? Yeah, good luck on their regionals. So we're excited for them too. Had a good first week of practice. Today was the first day of pads. A lot of energy out here. Just love the way that the guys are competing. First time we had refs too, so that was also exciting just to be able to see if certain guys are committing penalties or not. But the team morale is pretty good. I like the way that they're going about things and just the way that they're approaching. I feel like they're practicing with intent, like without me having to tell them to. So this team is getting a little bit. We're in familiar territory now. We might have a couple new guys, but man, I tell you,
they know exactly.
Right when I'm in here, and I'm hitting a good point too. But guys are just practicing with intent and coming out here and actually getting a lot of work done in these 2 hours.
Have you cut out the competition pre and post practice periods?
No, we did. We did 3 competition periods today. 2 were kind of back to back right at the beginning of practice, and we had a special team one right in the middle.
And speaking of special teams, obviously you've only got 3 specialists as far as, your kicker, punter, long snapper. How does that maybe change up how you guys do things compared to last spring when you had so many of those guys?
Just a little bit more jug work. I have guys coming in, they're just not here yet.
Yep.
So, we have some high school guys coming, have a long snapper coming, have a punter coming also. Probably end up getting another kicker. But they're just not here right now. So just a little bit of work, more work for back, but and Brody, but we'll also just use our double sheet.
What do you like about Tito? How he's kind of running things? So you can wait if you want.
Yeah.
Think about the answer.
Tito's just fiery, brings a lot of energy in. He holds them accountable. Like his expectations for them is very high. Played the position at a high level, so he expects a lot out of them. And I just like the way that he approaches and relates to the players. He's just doing a good job of motivating them and finding ways for all of them to get reps also. So it is an even competition.
Coach, you got a big recruit signing today. Can you talk about that big recruit that's coming on campus today to sign the big Bruin?
So, huge recruit today, and we just signed Jackson to our football team, and Jackson basically is probably one of my hidden gems. We're going to sign him as an athlete. He doesn't necessarily have a position because he can do multiple things. I also think he can coach too, so Jackson actually might be the first collegiate player coach in football. But we signed him today, and if somebody tries to steal him from me, my NIL is going to go up. We're raising a lot of money to keep him on my team, so we're good.
What was your assessment of the quarterbacks today?
We'll go over the film with that. I believe that they had an okay day, but things are never as bad as you think they are, or never as good when you're on the field. But when we watch the film, I think that they are making strides. You saw a big jump from first practice to the second, so I want to see how big of a jump it was from the third.
It looked like a lot of underneath stuff, a lot of tight end targeting. Is that by design or just kind of the way it unfolded?
Just a combination of both. We have some tight ends that can make some plays, but also we have some DBs out there and linebackers that are taking people away. So we're just hitting on that. I think the quarterbacks are doing a good job of taking what the defense is giving them.
Speaking about the defense, Ben Perry might have had the play of the day with that interception on the deep pass. What did you think of that play and what he's brought?
It was a great play, but there was also a penalty after it because he punted the football.
Yeah.
So, we negated that play, and we actually were able to get back on the field, and then we just put the defense right back out there. So, there is a learning point out there, but BP is having a good spring so far.
Where's Hudson? We saw Hudson out there. You know, he's got that compression sleeve on his leg. How's he in his recovery? Where's he?
His recovery is coming. It's going well. It's coming along. He's almost good. He's out here just catching passes and doing everything. But you know, we want to get Hudson to the season. So you know, it's just baby steps right now, and his rehab is going great.
Because he's out, you got a guy like Dylan Sims who saw a little bit today. What do you think of him, especially him being an early enrollee freshman?
I love my two youngsters, Dylan Sims and Noah Flores. Noah just got here in the spring quarter. Dylan was here in winter, but they both have hit the ground running. Noah's practiced every practice so far, and he just got here. So he's already picked up the offense, and he's just doing a good job of maintaining his body weight because it's different when you get up there and practicing harder. But I just like the way he's going about things. But him and Dylan are doing a great job.
What are your thoughts on the running game? We saw a lot of short runs, and it looks like you're kind of trying to go up the middle quite a bit. What's your approach to that?
Not necessarily. I think we kind of ran the same plays that we ran last season also. It wasn't really much, but I think just the first day kind of looked like a lot of the stuff was bunched up, but not necessarily just going through the middle.
As far as Cam Jones goes, we saw him doing individual stuff, none of the team stuff. Is he on the track to being full go pretty soon?
Yeah, he should be full go any second now. He's chomping at the bit. Every time you saw him come off to me, he's asking me if I can get in there. So he's trying to get in there. We just got to make sure. I don't want any setbacks with anybody, with anything. So we're just listening exactly to what the doctors and trainers are saying, and making sure that they hit their benchmarks so when they can't get out on the field.
Where's Joey Aguilar in terms of leadership, winning over his teammates, things like that?
It's still a process. It was good that he got here in winter so they can see how he works and trains and everything, because that's kind of the best way to win over your teammates is just to work hard. And then now coming out on the field and actually running plays, and now he can show his leadership with the game and stuff being involved. So it's baby steps, but it's different because I've never been in a situation. I just got drafted and went to a team. I didn't, but he's done this before from junior college to App State and App State to here. So he's in familiar territory, but you got to win over your teammates.
Is he like a vocal guy or?
I'd say a little bit of both. I think once you get to know him, he's a little bit more vocal, but he's not Key Lawrence or anything out here, or who else? Cole Martin.
And we saw him, obviously take some chances with some mixed results here and there. What do you tell him about, decision making and that sort of thing? Even though it's, obviously it's early in camp and he's still learning things.
Yeah, just don't let one play ruin practice. You're still learning, you're still making plays, and we're still out here. It's day 3, so it's day 3. It's not necessarily day 3 with him being in his offense, but it's day 3 being on the field and pads and doing stuff. So, let's see how he looks next Saturday with a whole another week underneath his belt. But with his progress right now, I'm pretty excited about it.
You mentioned the energy and the excitement. So what is the main thing that the guys are excited for right now? What is really kind of driving them?
I would just say just being back on the grass, just being out here. Kind of got repetitive a little bit winter conditioning, just working out and doing 7-on-7. But now you get to actually play football. It's kind of exciting. So I was just looking forward to just being back out here. I'm getting tired of being in the office. There's only so much you can do and watch so much film and whatnot. But I want to get out here and just feel the guys and just like the way the team's playing.
We got Dorian over there. Is that Dorian?
Yes, that is DTR. He plays for the Super Bowl winning Eagles now, so I'm pretty excited for him.
You had a lot of alumni out here today. Larry Fitzgerald, even had Trevor Reza.
Oh, that was Trevor. I saw that tall guy. I didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Trevor. Okay, nice. Yeah, so Trevor was out here. Jermichael Finley's here with his son, Caden Finley. Like you said, Larry Fitz is out here. We had Ted. I probably can't name this. I was about to name this recruits, but yeah, it was a good.
You should cut yourself.
It was a good Saturday. I didn't anticipate this being this many people out here on this first Saturday, so I'm really excited about what's going to happen when we have our Friday night lights.
Is this the debut of the Bruins for? Have we had this before? Or
Yes, you did. You guys just didn't get to see it on the background.
Oh, all right. Who designed that? Nice. It's kind of like the Rams a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm assuming Bruins for Life. So I'm gonna go James. With that
Okay.
one.
All right.
Yeah, J-Dub.
There is like a Bruins for Life fundraiser going on
Yes, there
right
is.
now. So why is it so important to push right now, like in the spring?
Listen, I'm so glad that you asked that question. Thank you. Probably the best question today, right there. Bruins for Life. Just because the portal's coming up, and just the nature of the business right now, that we need help with signing players, and it comes down to money sometimes. And the more that we can raise money and find ways to support our current student athletes and the ones that we want to bring in, the better off we'll be. So. You saw how much these teams that are in the playoffs and how much they ended up spending. So we just got to find ways to raise money. And I just like the fact that you can see people donate, and I can thank them, and it's just pretty cool to be able to. Even if they gave $25, I still want to thank them and let them know that still goes a long way.
Is there a target goal figure for the end of that fundraiser?
Yes, $6 billion. I'm just just as much as we can.
Yeah.
Just as much as we can.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right.